Welcome everyone to another week, man. We're back like every week. Gonna keep on going, man. What a week it was. What a crazy week of football. I think this week of football is probably the craziest week at all. No one predicted these wins that we saw. But man, oh man, let's talk about them before we go in there. Before we start the show, let's introduce you guys to my colleagues. My first colleague over there is playing with his goatee for some reason. I don't know why. Tony, how you doing over there, buddy?
Beautiful.
That's good. Then we got my friend.
I like rubbing it.
What?
I like rubbing it.
Good. Then we got my friend over there that looks like a caveman. David, how you doing over there, buddy?
How are you?
You should get this clip of that, buddy. Start shaving that beard.
Dude, I just trimmed it a week ago. You should have seen how long it was a week ago. I let it grow for 2 months.
I mean, what else can I expect from you? You can always be the fourth, too. What else can I expect from you, buddy? All right, man. Let's first talk about the New York Giants. I've been dying to talk about them. Dying to. Because what an ass whooping you guys got. What a beautiful ass whooping. I enjoyed every last minute of it. Tony, what the hell went wrong?
First off, I don't know why you enjoy it. You live in New York. You're a New Yorker. You play your New York card every time you get a fucking chance. And you're rooting for Philadelphia?
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck
them and that state that doesn't even make the best cheesesteak. So, it's quite hilarious. Listen, man, I said it several weeks ago. And I'm not sure if you guys remember. I said when Xavier McKinney went down, I thought our season was done. I mean, he was him and Julian Love together were our main points in the secondary. And I mean, without Xavier McKinney there, we can't score more than 3 touchdowns in a game. We don't have the firepower at all. I mean, if we're going to keep throwing to no names and Darius Slayton, I mean, I don't know how we're going to win another game this season. I don't want to make excuses, but I mean, that's the truth. That's the truth. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay. David, what happened, buddy? What went wrong?
I told you we're not good. I've told you this for several weeks now. We're not good. We have injuries. We're just not a good team right now. I think we're still a year, 2 year. I mean, I had a 3-year plan when Daboll came in. I said, give us 3 years. Let us get some draft picks. Let us get some free agents, and we'll start doing something. I mean, listen, can you name 3 starting receivers for us right now, or even 2?
I can't even name the starting receivers for Denver. How about that?
So I'm just saying, we're still far away. I mean, to be honest with you, I even told my father when we were, I think, 6-1, I said, we're probably not going to make the playoffs. We're not a good team right now. We're too one-dimensional. So
I don't know, David. I'm thinking if our defense was still fully healthy, Xavier McKinney was there, and Sterling Shepard was there. I mean, I definitely think we could have made the playoffs. I don't see us as a bottom tier team.
We can't block anybody again.
No, of course. And Evan Neal, I don't care what the fuck they say. He looked like shit again this week, big time.
Yeah, but he's a rookie. I can't. Just like how Andrew Thomas was a rookie, he looked like shit. So does Neal. I mean, you can't do anything about the rookies. I mean, some people prosper in their first year, some don't. I'd rather him be good for 10 years, and him and Andrew Thomas. Apparently in the draft, we're gonna get that rookie from Florida, the offensive guard. He's 6'7", 330. We're going to beef up our line a little bit, hopefully, or get a receiver. Either one.
Hopefully. I mean, I know I've said it before. I just don't want another Eric Flowers on our hands.
I mean, listen, this guy's a number 1 in his position. Andrew Thomas was not number 1 in his position. We took him. Neal, I think, would be better at guard than he would at tackle, to be honest with you, because I just think he's better guard. He's fast and everything else, but that's not my decision. But we need inside linebackers badly. Our inside linebackers are terrible, man.
So, David, am I hearing you right now? You're saying the Giants are not going to make the playoffs?
No.
The Giants are going to make the playoffs?
I don't. I'll be picking against them this week again.
Yeah, they need 2 victories. Based on what the defense looks like right now.
No,
I don't know where the 2 victories are going to come from.
Our offense is so one-dimensional. It's like Saquon either has to have a big game we could throw off of that, or we're just not going to do anything.
Okay. Let's see what happens, man. The final weeks are coming to the end. Let's talk about another team, man. The Detroit Lions. They're coming up out of nowhere. They're one game behind the Giants, and they're sitting at, I believe,
Is it one or two games?
No, one game. Just one game. I checked it up. They're sitting at number 9. Do you guys think this team can make the final push again to get that 7th seed?
Are they one game? I thought they're not 500 yet. I thought they're 6 and 7.
The Lions?
Yeah, I thought there were 2 games out.
I thought really? We New Yorkers get bad reception over here. The Lions are sitting right now at 6 and 7. The Giants are 7 and 5. They're one game behind you. No, sorry, 2 games.
Yeah, like 1.5 with the tie.
Yeah, 1.5 with the tie. Yeah, it's flat that. So you think they're gonna make push there? Come.
Go ahead, Tony.
So they got the Jets this week, right?
Yeah.
And I have no idea who's playing for the Jets at quarterback this week. I mean, Mike White, God bless him. I mean, Jesus Christ, he broke a rib, went out, came back in, broke a rib, came in, and then he got a hospital ride in an ambulance. I don't even know who's starting. So I mean, that's got to be a victory for them, right? Can they pull a run? Listen, the way this season's been rolling out, anything can happen. Dan Campbell's a good coach. David said it a million times. And Jared Goff, man, is not bad. I don't care what anyone says. I think he got the raw. I'm pretty sure right now, LA is sitting there, kicking themselves, going, man, we should have kept Goff. He's younger, more mobile. And Stafford is looking like he played in Detroit for all those years and did nothing.
So then I got a question now. Rapid question. Would you take Jared Goff over Daniel Jones?
Okay, enough with the stupid-ass questions. This kid, I mean, he has nobody to throw to. That's the stupidest question.
Would you take Jared Goff over Daniel Jones right now?
No, we don't know the upside. Who has this kid had since he's been here to throw to? Shepard's been hurt almost every season. Darius Slayton, I mean, come on, he's a number 2, number 3, and he's been basically the number 1 for the Giants for the past couple of years. I mean, give this kid a number 1 and number 2 to throw to, and then let's start comparing, making real stats.
Okay.
But once again, let's look at the turnover rate, because now you're going to make me dig. Okay, if we look at the turnover rate and the quarterback rating, I'm pretty sure Daniel Jones is kicking more than half the league's fucking ass in those stats. Maybe not in yards thrown, okay, but in turnovers and completion rate, I can guarantee he's higher than half the quarterbacks.
Okay. Dan, what do you got on this Lions team, buddy?
They're young still. I don't think they're going to be able to pull out some of the games. They're just young. I mean, let's be honest here. Goff, I said it before, and Tony said it. I think Goff, I said he was going to have a good year this year. If I was the Rams, I still would have done that deal because the Rams have a Super Bowl. So as much as people want to say, oh, Goff, they were stupid for trading him. Maybe they were stupid for trading him out of picks for him, but Stafford won him a Super Bowl. Would you rather have a Super Bowl win, or would you rather make the playoffs every year and lose? I would rather win a Super Bowl.
Super Bowl win in a heartbeat. I think that would be
So I
don't know. So if you go back and you ask Buffalo Bills fans, would you rather have won one Super Bowl or have gone to all those Super Bowls?
Yep.
Would they have said the same thing?
100%. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, nobody can take away a Super Bowl from you. Do you want to be known as a team that failed 3 times, or do you want to be known as a team that won? Let's be honest here.
Yeah. They failed 4 times in a row, though. That's the best.
But honestly,
I mean, that's not a failure. Winning the AFC, title 4 years running.
Yeah, Tony, but 4 years in a row. Come on, Tony.
Tony, let me explain something. If this happened in 2022, you know how many memes on social media there would be for this? So let's be honest here. Back in the day, there was no such thing as memes, social media and stuff. People get crushed right now with social media. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, look what happens when you lose one game in the NFL. There's a meme that comes out on NFL memes, then you get slaughtered. I mean, let's be honest here.
I don't know. I would love to see the Giants go to 4 consecutive Super Bowls, whether win or lose.
I would.
I'd love to see
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Bag on my head to lose 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah,
on,
I have to
Four
agree.
Super Bowls in
Yeah.
a row, I would not want to be a part. Hell no. I would not want to see that. I would rather not make the playoffs. They lose 4 Super Bowls in a row. Come on, Tony.
But I think what the Lions are going to do might be a mistake in the draft because they're apparently going to take the quarterback from Ohio State, Stroud. I would rather them wait a year to see what Goff does another year and take a position that they really need. They still have a terrible defense. I don't care. They played good against the Vikings, but they still need defensive help. Now the question is, do you take Stroud, who was a projected number 1 pick in this year's draft, or do you take a player that they need right now where Stroud could sit behind Goff for like a year or two, learn, or do you take the position you need now? That's what the Lions have to figure out here. Do they take the position for now, or do they wait?
Well, are they still going to be in position to take that quarterback?
Yeah, they have the Rams number 4 pick.
Oh, yeah, they do. My apologies. Yeah.
Yeah, they have the Rams pick. So for them, it's like, do you take Stroud, who was before the season number 1 prospect in the country, or do you take a position like a defensive line, or they need definitely a linebacker
on where they fall. I think it depends on all where they fall this season. If they make a postseason with golf, I don't see them getting another quarterback. If they don't make a postseason with golf, I do see it happen then. It all depends where they end up with golf.
But my question too is they already exceeded expectations. So for them, why would it matter what the season does? They already
don't see the expectations, David, until you make the playoffs at least. It's still a losing season.
Dude, the Lions are projected to make 3 wins this year.
Let me ask you a question. The Giants season right now, whether they make the playoffs or not, how do you feel about it? And I'm asking you, Umir, not David.
Well, this is actually a good question, Tony, because all right, let's take it even further. The Giants make the playoffs this year. Do the Giants take a quarterback in the first round this year, even though Daniel Jones took them to the playoffs?
No, do not do. Why would you do
exactly
that? If you make the playoffs.
Even if they don't, I don't.
Exactly my point.
Because they over exceeded what was expected. Joe Schoen, before the season started, came out and said, this is a rebuilding season. We have to fix what Gettleman broke with the salary cap and everything else.
We have no salary cap. That's the problem with this year. We did it with no salary.
I mean, otherwise, Odell would have been signed last week. Because just remember, Buffalo Bills went out and got Cole Beasley. Cowboys went and got T.Y. Hilton. So, I mean, if the money was there, I think Odell would have signed last week already.
Honestly, I think we would have signed T.Y. Hilton if the money was there.
Yeah.
I'll listen. He might be older. I will take him. I remember watching him on the Colts. He would torch defenses. So
I mean, David, I'd give a flyer to Odell. Even if he's not going to play this year,
I would sit him for the year. Apparently, what happened is they said his knee is still really fucked up. So if you want him for the next 3 years, just sign him this year. Give him the league minimum and say, "Hey, listen, we'll sign you to a 2-year contract."
Yeah.
And to answer your question here, yes. You do not take a quarterback, whether they make the playoffs or not, because at the end of the day, they exceeded expectations of 3 wins for the year.
Big time. Absolutely.
Let's see. It's going to get interesting, man. The season's getting interesting every time we look at it. All right. So you guys brought up the Rams. Man, oh, man. They flew in. Baker Mayfield on Tuesday had to start the game, had a comeback victory against the Raiders. Which is Raiders as this so far this year, if I'm not wrong, have blown 5 leads. 5 leads they've blown. Where they had the leads, I think most of them are double score or single score leads. Do you think Baker can push these teams, Rams, to all the way to at least the 7th seed of playoffs? Push them to get the last seed?
Wait, say it again?
Do you believe the Rams that Baker can push the Rams into playoffs?
I don't see it.
They're too far out, in my opinion. I think they can with that defense, though. At the end of the day, I would not be surprised if they made the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't see it. Does anything surprise me? No, not the way this season is played.
The way the season is, I would not be surprised.
Okay, let's see what happens. All right, now let's go to Denver Broncos. Man, oh man, what a shit show that season's been. What a shit show. Finally, this guy decided to put up 20 points. Still lost the game. Jerry Jeudy had, I believe, 3 touchdowns. Still lost the game. Right now, as we speak, the Seattle Seahawks hold the Broncos' number 2 pick overall in the NFL draft.
Yep.
How do the Broncos fix this hole they put themselves in for next season? Do they get rid of Wilson? Do they get rid of Hackett? What do you do?
Good, Tony. I'll let you go first because I already know what's going to
So
happen.
realistically, I'm not sure if there's anything that can be done. They're just going to have to build around Russell a little bit with whatever money they have through the draft. Some late round picks, man, do work out sometimes. And they're just going to have to play it that way, man. They paid Wilson way too much money to give up after one season, unless they find another team who's willing to pick up that kind of money. Not unless Denver is going to say, hey, pick up half, we'll pick up half and get rid of him. But I don't see that happening. I think the team just has to kind of get together, ask Russell what kind of offense he wants to run and just kind of build around him for next year. I think that's the only thing that can be done, honestly.
Okay. David?
If I was the Denver Broncos, I would call the New York Jets. I would say, I will give you Russell Wilson. You give me Zach Wilson. Listen, no matter what, I think under new offense, new regime, I think he would excel. And we'll give you like a couple draft picks and give us Russell Wilson. If I was in New York Jets, I don't care how bad of a year he's having. He wants to be in New York too. I just think that would be a trade I would 100% do if I was the Jets. They're not going to win with Mike White. They're not going to win with Flacco. They're not going to win with Wilson. If Russell Wilson does come in, I do think they have a better shot with him than the other three quarterbacks, and they'll get Zach Wilson, and they'll get probably a couple picks. That's the only way I can see Denver even having a good offseason this year.
Yeah, I think the Jets are the only team that has the kind of money to make that kind of move.
And honestly, another team that I wouldn't be surprised makes a move something like this, the Atlanta Falcons. They're one quarterback away from being a good team.
Yeah, 100%. See what happens, man. We'll see what happens. All right, before we go into our weekly picks, let's talk about this last game, man. What a game this kid played. He came in, he beat the GOAT. Brock Purdy put up 35 against the greatest quarterback of all time. You guys think the Niners can make the playoffs at least with Brock Purdy as quarterback to steer the ship?
Debo's gone, right?
Debo's
No.
He only gone for 3 to 4 weeks. Only MCL sprain.
Yeah, he'll be back they said they might make him rest for the last game of the year too, but they're going to rest him.
If it comes down to the last game and Debo can't play,
they're making the playoffs regardless, in my opinion. I'll tell you one team that does not want to see them as a wild card, and that is the Eagles. If the Eagles play the 49ers, they're going to be out. The only team I think that could probably beat the 49ers, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is the Cowboys because they have a good defense.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the numbers are there right now for the 49ers to get there. I mean,
they have a big game this week.
Yeah. I hate agreeing with Dumir on this one, but I mean, it's well known, when you have a quarterback come in that you don't have too much tape on, the first week, 2 weeks are always tough. I don't know if teams figure this kid out really quickly, does it go downhill real fast? I don't know.
For me, I remember Brock Purdy when he was on Iowa State. I said he's going to be a good pro. He's like a Jimmy G. He just manages the game and does exactly what he's supposed to do, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. And if you want to rewind this tape from beginning, before the season even started, Umir, who did I say would win the NFC?
The 49ers.
Exactly.
This guy was saying the same shit. 49ers.
Listen, at the beginning of the year, they had the team built to do it. It made sense.
This is the thing with the 49ers. They have a good defense. On offense, when healthy, they have weapons that you can't stop. They have great receiving core. Their receiving core is very underrated. Now, if I was Odell, now that's a team I would want to go to. Because with him, dude, that receiving core is going to be insane.
But that's an injury offense right there.
What?
That's an injury offense right there. Kittle injury, who's pretty frequent injury prone. McCaffrey, he's in Boston every other week. Then you got to pick up a guy like Odell.
Well, the thing is with McCaffrey, they would give him. Don't forget, with Carolina, they would overuse him at Carolina. That's how he always got hurt. He never got hurt in college ever. So for him, when you overuse him like that, listen. At the end of the day, imagine us getting 30 touches to 35 touches a game. Your body's going to get beat up, man. This is
Yeah, and they never fed McCaffrey to the outside ever. He was always going down the middle, trying to sneak through the holes. I mean, that's where the lifespan of a running back is very little. Is constantly running them up the middle.
And let's be honest here. Kyle Shanahan is a evil monster when it comes to offense. You don't think that crossed his mind? Like, why would I trade a number one pick? Or I think he traded a first round pick for McCaffrey. Why would he want to do that after he's injury prone and all this other stuff? He knows something, and he's using them the right way. Look what McCaffrey's doing.
I mean, look at 100%. Look at his coaching staff. He might have another coach be out.
The only thing is that I think will hurt them is when they traded Jeff Wilson to the Dolphins, because now they don't have a backup where they could split McCaffrey. I forgot who the 49ers backup is, running back. But Wilson, look what he's doing on the Dolphins right now. Imagine
Nick Zalik. I don't know how to say his name. Nick Zalik.
He's the fullback.
No, that's the second string running back.
Wow, he's a fullback too, so that's not good. So McCaffrey gets hurt. They're pretty much.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's Tyron Davis Prince and Jordan Mason.
Yeah, I mean, listen, look what Jeff Wilson's doing on the Dolphins right now. He's crushing. He took Mostert's job already there.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I mean, it's funny you bring up the Dolphins, man. What is going on? 2 weeks in a row now.
I called it. The Chargers always show up for big games. It's when they play the crap teams, they don't do anything. And I even said from the get-go, Herbert was due for a good game. He has not been playing well lately. He was due for a good game. Let's just be honest here. Chargers had a great game plan. It's all about coaching. At the end of the day, yes, 70 to 75% is playing, but coaching, I don't care how. Look at the Giants. Look what coaching did for the Giants. The Giants are not as good as half the teams they beat. Daboll said, you know what? Let's go for two. Let's do this. Let's do that. And that's why they're winning. That's why they won. I mean, and plus they weren't as injured as they are now.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens, man. Another week. We got a good week of football ahead of us. All right, Tony, ready to do the honors? The weekly honors?
What do you mean?
The stats of this week. Who won? I know you came in last place, so I know you want to talk about that.
It's all right. I mean, I've won more weeks than anybody, so it don't make no difference to me. It's my first.
Who won the pre? Because I wasn't on the show preview. Who won the pre? Me and you did, right?
No, the past 2 weeks, you and Amir have split 10 each, back to back. So this week, David, you took first spot at 9 wins. Umir and my brother at 7, and I came in last at 6, which once again, it
was a pretty crazy week of football. I'm gonna give you all that one. This week of football is crazy. I thought the Vikings would beat the Lions, but hell no, they did not do that. All right, David, you ready? David, you ready, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start off with you, David. We got the 49ers playing the Seahawks in Seattle Stadium. CenturyLink.
49ers.
Yeah, Tony.
Seattle versus 49ers. Where are they playing?
That's Seattle.
They're playing in Seattle.
Yeah.
I got to go Seattle.
I'm going to go Seattle because it's hard to beat Seattle at home. Especially the Niners-Seattle rivalry. This is about to be...
The Panthers beat Seattle in Seattle last week.
Yeah, I still can't believe that shit. Next game we got is the Colts versus the Vikings.
I think the Vikings come back. They have to. They almost have no choice.
I agree. I mean, that was an easy one.
All right, I'll go with the Vikings as well, too, because the Colts got nobody. Next game we got is the Ravens versus Deshaun Watson's Browns.
I mean, I said it last week and they won anyway. I think Baltimore's still a good team without their quarterbacks. I'm going to go Ravens.
Okay. David?
Ravens.
Oh, God. Well, I don't want to do this. All right, I'm going to go Ravens, too. Okay. Ravens, too. Next game we got is the Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills Saturday night football. All these games, these last two games I just said will be Saturday night football games. The Saturday night football game we got is Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills.
Does Miami drop 3 in a row?
And be advised, in Miami, Buffalo's about to be freezing weather this weekend.
The weather doesn't bother me, and it shouldn't bother the players either. They've been playing since they were, 7, 8 years old. So they
Buffalo cold is Buffalo cold. When you used to play Miami weather, it's different. Two different things.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like when you play in warm weather, it's so different than playing in cold weather. You have to. Here's a little trick that you guys don't know. You put Tiger Balm on your arms. That's why all the players wear short sleeves. FYI.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that shit.
Yep.
David,
I got to go Buffalo.
Oof. This is my problem. Do I really think they're gonna put 3 losses in a row? And McDaniel's such a good coach.
But be advised, Buffalo's going to be coming play with the edge because of what happened the last time when they played Miami. The Buffalo's going to be coming on 100% full force.
Buffalo didn't impress me against the Jets, though. I'll go Buffalo too, I guess.
Because of the cold weather, and like I said before, the weather's going to play a big game, part of the game. I'm going to go Buffalo Bills as well to win this. Next game we got is Philadelphia Eagles versus the Bears. I got the Eagles.
Eagles.
Fuck them. The Eagles.
Next game we got is the Detroit Lions versus the New York Jets. I got the Lions.
I'm going Lions too. I just don't know who the Jets are starting at quarterback.
I'm going Jets.
Oh, God.
No, dude, I never picked the Jets. I just think the Lions' luck's going to start running out now, and it's in New York too.
Yeah,
It might be some bad weather. No, it's not. It's actually supposed to rain Friday night. I don't know. I think don't forget, Detroit plays in a dome. It's probably going to be cold. So.
Next game we got is the Steelers versus Panthers. This is a shit show game.
Oh, God, this is such a shitty game.
Carolina.
Carolina has to win to keep pace for the NFC South, so I'll go Carolina actually too.
I mean, that's crazy how bad that division is. Any team, all team has both below 500 right now. I'm gonna go with Carolina as well because they're gonna win that division spot. Okay, next game we got is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Texans. Kansas City Chiefs.
You know what's crazy? The Texans played a great game against Dallas.
Yeah,
I gotta take KC though.
I don't think Mahomes is going to lose to the Texans. I can't see that happening.
Okay, you going to KC as well?
Yeah.
Thanks for taking all day, pal. Next game we got is the Falcons versus the Saints. A big AFC and NFC South divisional matchup right now. Playoffs are on the line.
Yeah, dude. Wow.
Is playoffs on the line?
Yeah,
dude. Every team's in it right now. It's crazy.
In that division.
They're all like within like a game or two of each other. It's crazy.
Yeah, but Buccaneers are leading by 1 game only.
Ugh. Where are they playing?
In New Orleans Saints dome.
Oh,
I'm gonna go New Orleans.
David, where you go, buddy? And let's not take all the day here, pal. We got games to go to.
The only reason why I'm going to say the Saints is because Desmond Ritter's starting the rookie. I just can't see him going on a road game and winning. I'm going to go Saints too.
I'm going to go with the Falcons because you don't have tape on that new quarterback. Yeah, you don't have tape on that new quarterback.
True,
So,
but this is the Falcons are not the 49ers.
yes, but for Jaguars won either when they had the first game with Gary Minshew and they brought him in, and they won the first game.
Shut up. Keep going.
Yeah. Okay, next game. Go kiss my ass. Next game we got is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, God, what a shit game this is going to be, too.
Yeah, this whole week is shit.
I'm going Jaguars.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to smack you. Oh, by
Bro,
the way,
they almost got spanked by the Texans.
Anna Japan, happy anniversary.
I'm going Cowboys. I can't see the Jaguars winning the game.
I'm going to go to the Cowboys too.
I didn't see the Jags winning this past week, but they won.
True.
Next game we got is the Patriots versus the
Who'd you
Raiders.
take, Tiny?
Yeah, I did. I said the Cowboys. Next game we got is the Patriots versus the Raiders.
God, what a shit game this is gonna be.
That was Bill Belichick.
I gotta go Patriots.
Okay.
The way that offense looked, I don't know if I can go Patriots. I'm going Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders as well. Because the Raiders need to win.
Come on, dude.
Next game we got is the Cardinals versus the Broncos.
God, this is the toilet bowl game.
Broncos get a victory here. I mean, Kyler Murray's out. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
Next game we got is the Titans.
You even say who you wanted.
I want the Broncos.
All right, so all 3 Broncos.
And by the way, when we all three pick a game, it doesn't look good for anyone.
I know.
Next game we got is the Chargers versus the Titans.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. That'll be a good game.
I'm going with the Titans.
Where's it at?
LA.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Next game we got the Bengals versus the Buccaneers. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go Tom Brady, the Buccaneers.
I'm going Joe Burrow, the Bengals.
Cincy.
Next game we got it. This is a big game, big matchup. Playoffs are on the line. Playoffs are on the line. I'm gonna go with my good friend Tony over there that's playing with his beard for some reason. We got the New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. Sunday Night Football. Where you going, buddy? Go win the big or go home. Any day now.
So 2 weeks ago, the Giants came back from 10 down.
Last week they got blown out. Yes, we know.
Took the lead.
Oh, God,
Second half, they stopped running the ball, which was absolutely stupid.
More stupider than your hairline.
I have a hat on, you dumb bastard. That doesn't even make sense. I gotta go G-Men, man. It's on the line. I have to.
Okay, David, your team is on the line. We got the Washington Commanders coming in. No, sorry, you guys are going to their house.
Washington.
You guys are going to the Washington Commanders.
Commanders.
Commanders?
Yeah.
Ooh, Daniel Jones after what the shit show you put with, I'm gonna go with the Commanders as well. Gotta go with the Commanders.
What shit show?
Yeah, y'all got
What shit show, dude? No turnovers. What shit show?
blown out. Blown out. That is a shit
That's
show.
not Daniel Jones. That's defense, you dumb bastard. It's two different
Daniel
fucking
Jones
sides.
You shouldn't offense either.
Dumbass.
You dumbass. Next game we got.
The guy led the team in rushing, and he's the problem. I mean, come on. You don't make sense.
Okay, yes, we got it. Okay, we got your story.
No, but you don't make sense. Start to make sense.
I am making sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Next game we got is the Rams versus the Packers in the Green Bay, Wisconsin. Baker coming in the house. David?
Come back to me. I don't know.
Come on, dude.
I'm like
I was
torn
hoping you were
between-
going to make the first pick on that.
Come on, you making the first pick. Let's go. Let's go chicken little.
You do it, Tiny.
Yeah, you haven't made one yet.
I did. I made the 2 games.
Yeah, the 2 everybody picked. Goodbye.
Good. I'm going to go with LA Rams. I'm going to go Baker Mayfield.
Go ahead, Tony. Because I'm torn still.
I'm going to go Green Bay.
And where's the game?
In Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay. I didn't know that. I thought it was in LA.
Okay, guys. Hopefully you guys all like the show today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We'll be back next week. Before we end the show, I'd like to wish my good friend John Paul and Anna happy anniversary, man. Oh man. Hope you guys get a great Dallas victory. They can celebrate your anniversary well. Hope you guys have a great anniversary.
No, fuck that. Dallas sucks.